Okay, so welcome everyone. And we have our beautiful Meira Raanan today, who she didn't send me over her bio, but I don't need one for her because I can make it up. So Meira is something very, very special. Meira runs all types of meditation groups. She's involved in the Purim High Council. And many different modalities. And Meira also writes for the Jerusalem Post for Shabbos on the Parsha, I think art and the Parsha. And she's a shining flower.
Naomi, thank you so much. Ladies, thank you, Naomi. If any one of you can turn on your cameras, if it's possible, it's so much easier to talk to faces, to real people. Thank you. Thank you. So I just wanted to say something personal about myself that I wanted to share with you. I guess it was almost 50 years ago. I had the zchut to be standing face to face with the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And I had spent almost a year in India, meditation and yoga. And I didn't realize the greatness of the Rebbe. And it was a time when all the women were downstairs in 770 and the men were upstairs. It was a Farbrengen. And I stood before him and he said to me, if you go back to India, you won't have Shabbos. And I didn't really understand what that meant. And then he said to me, but you're part of this tree. You're a limb of this tree, not that tree. That didn't so much speak to me either. And then he said to me, he looked in my eyes and he said to me, you have to get a chavrusa. You really need to get a chavrusa. And I feel like from that moment, it was the Rebbe's bracha to me to learn in chavrusa. At that time, I was in McGill University in Montreal. I was studying religious studies because I really wanted to know the truth about religion. And most of my classes turned into Jewish study classes. My first chavrusa was my professor, Dr. Barry Levy, and he taught me Rashi script. And then shortly after, I came to Israel, and just from the first week was just blessed with chavrusas. Many years later, it was on a Shabbat. My friend was in my house. We were learning a sefer on Shabbat, and I went, oh my goodness, this was the Rebbe's bracha to me. And so I'm telling you this story because of the power of chavrusa, of just finding a friend and learning together is really so, so powerful. So I pass on the bracha of the Rebbe to all of you to find a learning partner. And your Hebrew doesn't have to be so great, but the connection and the learning is the most important thing. Okay, so I really want to talk about Purim and the highlight that we get on Purim. But I first want to talk about a conversation that I had with Naomi last week. She was talking about your amazing new group. You ladies, you've been together, some of you for 4 years. It's like such a zchut and like such hakarata tova to Naomi of all the love that she pours into this group and her time and her effort. She thanks every speaker who comes, but really we all have such hakarata tov to Naomi. And she was saying how important she thought it was for the whole group to really have a vision. What does Geula look like? Like we're praying for it, but we all know that if we really want to concretize something and manifest it, it's like really helpful to have a vision of what it is. So she said to me that, okay, someone she knew had a beautiful painting or picture of the Beit HaMikdash, and maybe everyone could visualize this Beit HaMikdash. Which is a wonderful idea, but I have a wonderful idea just for now until Naomi comes up with this beautiful image of the Beit HaMikdash. So I was talking to Sarah Yehudit Schneider, And she was saying that really Hashem's plan in the beginning is for each one of us to be a mikdash ma'at, each one of us to be a place for the Shekhinah to dwell in us. And that after the Chet of the Egel, we kind of lost that opportunity, and Hashem said, okay, build a Mishkan, and I'll dwell in it. But really, she was saying that really the final Geula, when each one of us really can embody that light. And so in our meditation group yesterday, we came up with a beautiful image, and it comes from the pasuk that we say in the bracha before Shema, on Yotzer HaMe'orot. It's in Nusach Sfarad. We say, Or Chadash al Tzion Ta'ir, v'niskeh kulanu bimher la'oro. Like we're really praying that this Or Chadash is really, what is the Or Chadash? The Or Chadash is the organus. Hashem, at the beginning of creation, there was this incredible light that Adam and Chava could see from one end of the world to the other, the light of Geula. And Hashem hid that light. And we're asking that this light, please Hashem, shine it upon Yerushalayim. That we should be worthy, all of us. My translation is lehanot me'or zeh, that we lehanot, that we feel it, that we get pleasure from it. And so I was thinking, Purim, we have the highest light of the whole year. It's just the highest revelation of light. And it's such a really opportunity. Maybe each one of us in this group at some point during the day to just visualize what would this light, the light that would of Latid Lavo, the light of Geula, that's going to shine upon Yerushalayim. And from Yerushalayim and from the Beit HaMikdash, this light is going to spill out into the whole world. And so I was thinking that that was such a wonderful visualization and such a wonderful prayer that we can all visualize and see together. So I would really like to lead us all in a guided meditation. But first, I just want to say a few things about this high light of Purim. So I have this sefer. It's a small sefer, B'yam Darkecha by Rav Morgenstern. And he talks about in all the mitzvot of the day, we can actually feel this light and sense this light and see this light that's shining on this most holy day. So he says that, for example, in the Megillah, I'm going to read you what he says, that in every single word, we feel this light of Hashem. Hashem's light is being revealed in the Megillah, to just be present with every word and every word. And at the Sudah, in our Achilah, to really be present in eating and feeling the sparks and the joy in every bite that we take. And also he says in Mishloch Manot, it's like each one of us is a shaliach for Hashem. We are being a shaliach to bring down the light and to share this light with others. And Matanyot Le'evyonim, he said, all year long we can give tzedakah, and we think, should I give here? Should I give there? But on Purim, it's anyone who puts out their hand to you, then you give. And one more thing I want to share that he said, which is really beautiful. So we have 2 days of Purim. We have Purim in Chutz La'aretz and we have Purim in Yerushalayim. He said, it's all one day. Like the people in Yerushalayim, when we're having Purim, they are in a place of hishtokakut. They're waiting and yearning for their Purim. And when we're in their Purim, we're still in Purim. Like, don't think it's over. It's 2 days. And on the second day, when Jerusalem is celebrating, it's really an opportunity to ground the lights, to stay in the light, and to use these 2 days really as an opportunity to be a little mini Beit HaMikdash to really pull down this light and to send this light out into the world. Okay, so I'd like to lead us in a guided meditation. I just have to mention that on Purim, at Sarah Yehudit's in the Old City, the Ne'ilah of Purim, we do what's called a High Council. I think Sarah Yehudit spoke to this group, and it goes on for 2 hours, meditating and praying. And at that time, the greatest amount of light of Or Chadash is accessible. And Sarah Yehudit says it's like the red carpet is rolled out from the treasure house of Hashem's Or Chadash, where we can really go up and accept that light and to bring it down and to really believe in ourselves that it's going to really make a difference in the world, to pray for the hostages, to pray for the soldiers, to pray for your own personal geula and for the geula of Am Yisrael. And as we approach the holy days of Purim, it is so important to use these days as a preparation of what are you really praying for? What is your own personal geula? And it's really okay to pray for your own, what do you really, really want? What do you really, really need? I'm just giving an example. Let's say you want one of your children to get married. You really on this day ask Hashem, please Hashem, and I want my child to have a bait ne'aman in Yisrael. Whatever you're praying for yourself, pray for all of Yisrael, everybody's children, my children, your children, everyone who needs to get married, pray for them all. If you're praying for a new home because your home's too small or you need a home, connect it to a mitzvah. What mitzvah are you going to do in your new home? Haknasat orchim. So we're praying. These are days really to prepare ourselves. It's like the doors open. It's like Hashem says to Esther, we're all like Esther going to Hashem. Hashem says, I'm going to give you ad chetzi malchut. So it's very important now to really know what you're really praying for. And also praying for the geula of Am Yisrael, and just see that light coming down upon Yerushalayim and spreading. Okay, so what I'd like to do is to lead us on a guided visualization. And the vision that I want to lead us to, first of all, the Sfat Emet talks about there's 2 doors. Like when you go into a Beit Knesset, you're supposed to go in 2 doors, 2 doorways. So he says the 2 doorways are, one is to leave the doorway of earth, and the second one is to go into the doorway of heaven. The Rambam says you can't pray properly unless you have an empty heart. You imagine that you're in heaven before the Shekhinah. So I would like to lead us in a meditation into heaven. And our vision is, I'm taking this from the Piazetzner Rebbe in his Chovot Talmidim. He writes chapters and chapters to his students about how to pray, how to pray, how to pray. And then in the 9th chapter, he said that if it's hard for you to imagine that you're standing before Hashem, he says, look up to heaven and imagine this, and that you are standing before another world where there are malachim and seraphim and all the neshamot of the avot and the nevi'im and the tzaddikim, and betocham, inside of that is Hashem's kisei hakavod and Hashem hagadol hanorah shochen alav. And he says, pray, imagine. He said, even though you can't see it, imagine it. So I would like to take you on a guided meditation. So it's going to take us about 10 minutes, let's say. So I invite you all to just close your eyes. If you want, you can close your cameras. Unless I could just see someone would be great, but you can close your cameras. So I invite you all to just close your eyes and feel how you're supported by the chair that you're sitting on. We're going to start by taking 3 slow, deep rest. So we're going to inhale and exhale slowly and deeply. And now just feel anywhere in your body, anywhere there's any tension in your body. And on the exhale, just let it go. Let it go like gray smoke. And inhale, or chadash, new healing light. And again, just exhale and let any tension, any worries, any constrictions, just let it go on the exhale. And inhale, inhaling, or chadash. And one more time, deep, deep, deep exhale. Let it all go. And inhale, or chadash. And just imagine from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, there's a soft, gentle light that's descending over your whole body. And as it comes down, it leaves peace and quiet in its wake. But just imagine Or Chadash, new light coming into your face from the top of your head to your forehead, around your eyes and your mouth. Let go of any tension around your mouth. Just let your tongue relax on the bottom of your mouth and feel this light coming down on your shoulders. Let your shoulders relax and feel this light, this peace, and this quiet in your heart. Feel it moving down your arms. Let your neck relax, your throat. And feel this quietness moving down, down, down into your belly. Your belly is relaxed. And feel it moving down into your thighs, your calves to the bottom of your feet, so that your whole body is filled with a quiet, peaceful stillness. Just imagine now that this light is spreading all around you. All around you, you're surrounded by Or Chadash, quiet, still light. Just take a moment to feel this light. What does this light feel like? Can you feel it in your body? It's a healing light. It's a vibrant light. It's a peaceful light. Just feel it in your body. And the Baal Shem Tov says, imagine that you are Ganuz. You are hidden within the light. Just take a moment. Feel the light all around you and within you. And now we're going to begin our ascent by imagining, and the Sfat Emet says this, every day Hashem sends down a ladder from heaven. So just imagine a ladder or a staircase or a spiral staircase that's descending from Hashem's Kisei HaKavod, that he's sending down to you right now. And now we can imagine that we're going to slowly, slowly climb upwards through this beautiful ladder. Perhaps it's made of light. Perhaps it's made of beautiful gems. Just imagine, what does your ladder look like? And just imagine that there's rungs, there's steps on the ladder. And you could just slowly, slowly, step by step. And as we step up, if there's anything you need to let go of, let go of. We're letting go of all thoughts, of all worries, of all our burdens, just letting them go. As we climb up, step by step, And just imagine as we're climbing up, we're climbing out of the realm of the earth into heaven. And just imagine, what does it feel like to be standing in heaven before Hashem's Kisei HaKavod, a place that's filled with peacefulness and stillness and quiet and oneg. So just take a moment to feel the light, this light of freedom, a light of splendor, the light of the Shekhinah presence, the light of Simcha. It's a light of healing. This Or Chadash, feel its warmth. Delight in the sweetness of the light, beams of shimmering light, the light of love, the light of Simcha. And on Purim, we can especially feel the light of Geula. This is the light of Rachamim, of Hashem's love for you, to know and feel how much Hashem loves you, how much Hashem loves all of us, how much Hashem loves Am Yisrael. This sweet, sweet light of light, this light of love, just soak it into your skin like a sponge. Take it in through your eyes. This is a light of healing. And breathe it into your lungs, into your heart, into your bones, into your cells and spaces. Just let every part of you be saturated with Hashem's healing light. Feel it circulating through your veins, reaching every single corner of your being. Just lose yourself in the light. Become absorbed in Hashem's love. And let's just pause for a moment, really to feel this light, this Or Chadash, this new light. And let's just say a prayer all together. Or Chadash, Al Tzion Ta'ir, please Hashem, shine your light of freedom, your light of Geula upon Tzion, upon Yerushalayim, upon each one of us. We are all Tzion. V'niskegu lanu b'mhera lo oro, and may we all be worthy to feel this light, to see this light, to see this light of Ein Od Milvado. And before we come back down a ladder, let's just take a moment and each one of you say your own personal prayer for Geula. So now that we have gathered our Or Hadash and we're filled with its precious light, it's time to come back down and bring that light with us and share it with the world. So now just imagine your beautiful ladder made of light, and you're going to start to slowly, step by step, like backing away from the kotel. We're going to slowly leave the realm of heaven, slowly, step by step, rung by rung. Just come back to the chair that you're sitting on. Just take a moment and just feel how this light is filling every part of your body. And perhaps maybe let's sing a nigun to ground this light. Hashem hu Elohim, ein od milvado. Hashem hu Elohim. Just feel it in your body. You can just move your body. Hashem hu Elohim, ein od milvado. Hashem hu Elohim, ein od milvado. Hashem hu Elohim, ein od milvado. Ein od milvado. Ein od milvado. And so when you're ready, just slowly open your eyes. Just focus on something beautiful in your room, like the light coming through the window or an object in your room, a beautiful plant. And we want to bring this light that we've brought down from Shemayim, and mamash bring it into our day. Mamash share this light and this love with everyone that we come in contact with.
Meira, that was gorgeous. Meira, can you share a little bit more of what Rob Morgenstern says about, is there anything else you can share that he says about the day?
Okay, let's see what he says.
I thought that was a very beautiful concept, that with every word that you say in the Megillah, right, that you're bringing down the light, you're really bringing down the light of Hashem. You know,
Right,
it gives you a completely different kavanah when you're listening to the Megillah.
Right.
It was such, go ahead.
I'm just going to find the Megillah. Let's see I'll read you what he says. He says, our avodah in the creed of the Megillah is b'kol teva v'teva, every word and every word that we hear, lahargish et ha'or hazeh, to feel the light in the words that's coming down to us, and to lechadir, like to engrave ourselves with it, and lehitaneg alav, and to get pleasure from it, which means that we're in the Megillah reading and we're just, that's what he's saying for all the mitzvot, that we're just totally present, and we're getting pleasure from this very high light. And you had a beautiful speaker, Shira,
Alamed.
and she was talking about, like, when you're at your suda,
time well spent.
Right. Take time out and go.
Right.
Pray.
Daven.
But the whole day is a day of davening. Stern says, do not waste this opportunity. You have 2 days. 2 days where the red carpet is rolled out to Hashem's treasure house of Or Hadash, and like he is saying to you, like
and you
Esther,
know what's interesting, right? But you know what's interesting about it? When you look at it in even a deeper way, it's almost that Hashem is trying to give us these opportunities, right? He's trying to give us these opportunities on this day to elevate. Like even the concept that you said of matanot levyonim, it's almost that Hashem is trying to give us this chosim. He's trying to open up our vessel that we will not, that he's saying, here, I'm showing you like to go beyond what you think about all year, right? How you constrict, how you use your own thinking. And I'm saying to you, right, I'm actually giving you this opportunity because it is this day of a red carpet, but how do we access this red carpet? So I'm giving you the day to elevate yourselves, to give you the opportunity that I can give you schusim, so that you can take advantage of this red carpet that I'm trying to give you. When you think about it, it's actually such a chesed of Hashem. Like we look at it like matanot evyonim, like even like mishloach manot. We look at it like it's fun, and people like have come like Shira said, everything has to match, and we think about all these different things. But think about it in the deepest ways. Hashem is saying to us, wait a minute, I'm giving you these unbelievable opportunities to develop schusim, right? To give out gifts, to open your hand to the poor, to listen to Torah, to the Megillah, and to understand, to do all these different things. And it's really think about it. It's so much chesed. Think about the chesed, how much Hashem loves us.
Mamash, and we're really getting the light of Latit Lavo. We're getting the light of Geulah. It's like amazing. Just want to add one more thing, and that's about the High Council in Jerusalem. That Sarah Yehudit has been doing this for like many, many years, and she's doing it this year on her rooftop, the Ne'ilah of Purim, where it's like 2 hours of meditation and prayer. And we're right next to Har HaBayit. We're right next to that place where we want the Or Chadash to come down. So if anybody wants to join, if anyone wants more information, you can be in touch with me. You can join on Zoom, or you can come in person. It really is an opportunity where there's like, I don't know, maybe 100 women who were gathering together and really, really going up and really trying to bring down the most light possible, which she says is really going to change the world. Like we have to really believe in ourselves, right? It's like on the one hand,
but we have to believe that no matter where anybody else is in the world, we don't know 100% that wherever anybody else in the world, wherever they're davening and whatever they're davening, that they are Baruch Hashem bringing down beautiful lights all over the world. So like Baruch Hashem.
All us women, we're all stepping into Esther's shoes, and we're all going to King of Kings, to a Kodesh Baruch Hu.